Hello my guys, welcome to another episode of the Microwave Kids. The transfer market is getting hot as the days goes by. What's going on in the transfer window, what's happening with Osimhen, Ekitike, Isak. There's a whole lot we're going to talk about today. So if you're new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and always share your thoughts in the comment. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, most importantly, so you can get updates like this whenever I drop them as quick as possible. So let's get into it for today. Now, according to Sky Sports, all right, Liverpool are currently focusing on three candidates, three concrete options, all right, in their search for a new number 9: Hugo Ekitike, Alexander Isak, and Victor Osimhen. Liverpool have conducted thorough checks and gathered information on all of them. Ekitike, for example, is very high on the list. The French striker knows that if he moves to Liverpool, he will need to be patient because the club must sell player first. Now, the first clubs were actually interested in Ekitike was Chelsea. The only stumbling block why Chelsea has not signed Ekitike as of today is the price tag. The price tag that was quoted for Ekitike is close to it's 100 million, which is over 80 million pounds. Now, for that kind of unproven player, for that kind of an unproven striker, for that kind of striker who has not won any major trophy like he was really involved in, then you need to cast a doubt. Yes, we understand Frankfurt usually sell players very expensive. Are we going to talk about the likes of Mamouche, the Juventus striker right now? There are so many players that they've sold in the past that they sold very high. They sold Jovic to Real Madrid for 60 million and it didn't work out over there. So players or clubs right now are very, very careful when it comes to splashing the cash for players who are really unproven at the highest level. Ekitike at this point is not in the France national team if he is from France. Now, they have other options. Now, in the three options right now on this list, Ekitike, Victor Osimhen, and Isak, Ekitike is the least experienced. Let's pick them and talk about them one by one. Now, for this Ekitike deal, he's very good with his feet. He's very good dribbling. He's very good when it comes to taking on players. He's a kind of striker that can create something out of nothing. He's a kind of striker that can dribble his way in and create a chance for himself and score. That's the kind of striker he is. Is he going to succeed if he comes to Liverpool? Obviously, yes. Why? Because he's a kind of player that can drop deep, play with the midfield, send Salah away, send Núñez away with a very good pass up front, and probably run through and get the goal. All right? He's that kind of player that is selfless, that can make the strikers or that can make the wingers actually, thrive with him playing as that deep line playmaker, like how Firmino did with Liverpool before he left. So, that is the kind of striker he is. He's a very good player. He has the height. He's not Premier League proven. He has not played in the Premier League before. He's still an unexperienced player. He's 22 or so. So he has so much time ahead of him. He's a player that understands what it means to actually take on players and score from probably outside the box. He's a player that is selfless, that can play with other players. He will succeed if he comes. But will Liverpool be able to splash the cash? There was a report that came. Even concerning this report, they said, according to Sky Sports, that he has to be patient. He has to wait for Liverpool to actually sell Darwin Núñez before they can, go all out to sign him. Now, the fact is, Liverpool wants a number 9. Liverpool wants a striker. They've been yearning for a striker. They want somebody to come in and represent. They want somebody to be that goal poacher. What Darwin Núñez was bought for, over 80 million for Benfica, that couldn't perform at the highest state, that is what they want a player like Ekitike to be. Now, Ekitike is not the only player on this list. They have other players on the list which are even more experienced than Ekitike. Liverpool are not scared to splash the cash. Let's not forget, they just signed Florian Wirtz for over 120 million thereabouts from the German league, that's from Leverkusen. So they are not scared to splash the cash. They just saw they were in concert to Leverkusen as well. They just bought Jeremy Frimpong from the right back. They just bought Kekes for left back. Both of them cost over 80 million. So they are not scared to splash the cash because last season they didn't spend at all. They bought Chiesa for 4 million, and that wasn't like a like a transfer to them, because he didn't even majorly play significant amounts in the season. Now they have Isak on this list as well. Isak guarantees you goals. Isak can play on the top 9. He can play also in the left position. Isak is the kind of player that can drop deep, play with his player. Isak is a very intelligent player. Isak is a person that guarantees you goals. Look at what he's playing for. Look at what he's doing right now for Newcastle. He's a Premier League proven player. All right, he's not really an injury-prone player. He's a player that succeeded in Real Sociedad, player that succeeded right now in Newcastle, and Newcastle actually wants to offer him, new deal to actually keep him, because they know the importance of Isak in the club. Now, for Isak to go to a rival club like Liverpool, he's going to cost a whole lot. It's going to cost so much of 100 million plus to get Isak over to Liverpool, because of the amount of money Newcastle spend in bringing him over to St. James's Park. So he guarantees you goals. He was in my player of the season, like top 5 strikers player of the season. Isak was there. He's the kind of player that comes in right now and hit the ground running immediately. If Salah is not scoring, Isak will score. If Isak is not scoring, Luis Diaz will score. So if Luis Diaz is not scoring, Vets will score. So this is the time for Arne Slot to get his own team assembled together. This is the time for Arne Slot to show that this is what he can do. This is the kind of a team he can assemble. Most pundits, most fans or whatever says, the team Slot actually used in winning the league was Klopp's. Now this is his own team. He wants to imprint his own ideas. He wants to imprint his own. I don't care, but let's give kudos to where kudos is due. Respect to Klopp for coming to the Premier League first season and winning the Premier League. This is what Liverpool is doing right now, backing the manager, empowering the manager, signing the players that he needs, to progress and to do well, going forward. Now, to the last option, Victor Osimhen. So many clubs have actually been interested in Victor Osimhen, but are being put off. Why? Because of the salary. This is a proven striker. I've made numerous videos about Osimhen, but let me just touch a little concerning this Liverpool case. So many players, so many clubs, rather, have been interested in Osimhen. So many clubs want the service of Osimhen, but they are being put off by the salary demands. Now, at that point, so many clubs thought that Victor Osimhen want an outrageous amount of money, that is all about money. But guess what? This same Victor Osimhen rejected Al Hilal. Rejected them because they were willing to offer him 700k per week. He still rejected them. That is to show that this guy still has the passion to play. That is to show that this guy still wants to play at the highest level. That is to show that this guy wants to compete at the best with the best players in the best competition, which is the Champions League. So bringing Osimhen to the club guarantees you another Premier League. I don't even know what anybody wants to say at this point. Bringing Osimhen in guarantees you, another Premier League title, because it guarantees you goals. He went to Galatasaray. Galatasaray has not won the league in 6 years. He won the league for them. Played at Napoli. Napoli has not won the league in 30 years. He won the league for them. So he's a proven player. He's a proven striker. He's a player who gets you 20 plus goals guaranteed per season. So many teams or so many people were waiting for him to fail at Galatasaray, especially Napoli. But he didn't. Scored over 30 goals there. So he is a player that guarantees you goals. He has played in Lille in France. He has the experience. He has played in Charleroi. All right, in Belgium, he has experience. He has played in Wolfsburg at Germany. He has experience. So bringing him to this team guarantees you, a trophy, guarantees you 20 plus goals. But the question remains, is Liverpool willing to pay his salary? Because right now his transfer fee is not a problem. The salary is the problem. The salary right now for Liverpool is less than 300k per week. Liverpool are going to be paying Florian Wirtz, I think 200 or 250k per week. Will Liverpool be willing to splash the cash when it comes to salary payments for Osimhen? Because any player right now on the market, any striker right now on the market that guarantees you goals, that guarantees you trophy, has to be Victor Osimhen. So if you bring them in, fine. The problem with Ekitike, there's no problem, but the issue with Ekitike signing is really inexperience. He cost a lot. 100 million euros. All right, that's the transfer fee. But it is also inexperienced, but he guarantees you, he can, take on players, create this thing for himself, create chance for himself, years of, longevity, because he's still only 22 or so. So he's going to give you time. They say have a lot of time for him to, integrate into the team and everything, and spend as the top 5 player. Is still 22, Victor Osimhen is 26, and Isak is also between that range as well. Isak is going to cost a lot and it's going to demand a higher salary. Osimhen is not going to cost too much, but it's going to demand a higher salary. So as a Liverpool fan, or as a fan, who do you think is best suited for the Liverpool style of play, for a Liverpool salary structure, for the Liverpool project? Please let me know and share your thoughts in the comments. Until I come away again next time, I remain your boy Mike Way. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share your thoughts in the comments, hit the notification bell. Until I come away again next time, I remain your boy Mike Way. Stay cool. Cheers.